Sorry.
All right, good.
All right, guys. Hey, what's up, the Florida Wrestling Room? Here we are again, 4 o'clock show. I've got another state champ for us in Ethan Basile, two-time Florida state champ, son of, a coach that does okay in the state of Florida, Coach Sal Basile. He's all right. And he's got a younger brother that's kicking some ass out there too. And Braden will have him on Friday. And he's got his buddy Jacob with him. Jacob is from college somewhere. He wrestles. So I don't know.
West Liberty, son of Sal.
West Liberty he wrestles at, which I don't know where it is. So.
Good.
Anyway, two-time state champ, one-time national champ, and committed to Northern Iowa, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, welcome, man. How are things going with you? How's the family? What has the off-season been like with all this stuff going on?
It's been good. I mean, with my word is, we stayed inside for a long time, but we're starting to get out, get some workouts in. I've got a shoulder injury I'm dealing with right now, so I can't go as hard as I would like to. But I mean, I'm still getting some workouts in with him, Julian, and a couple other guys. So.
Oh, and you have a younger brother that's pretty good too, right? So you can probably throw him around a little bit.
Yeah, he's light work, so it's not really a challenge.
Perfect. Right. That's awesome. So talk a little bit about. Before we go into this year, you go into your junior year. You've been working your ass off, right? Dad's been busting his butt with you, and then you get to the state championship and you make this amazing run. And your dad, obviously, I had him on. He said he's never had a feeling like it in his life. Talk about it. If I remember right, it was kind of a close match, right?
Yeah. I wrestled. His name is Andreas Bond. I wrestled him probably, I don't know, close to 10 matches. Probably. I mean, we always had close matches. I don't know. It was hard because my first 2 years, I expected to be a 4-time state champ, and when that didn't happen, it was really, really hurt me inside. So my junior year going in, the whole year I was locked in. I was getting a lot better, and so when I finally won, it was unlike anything I've ever felt before. It's a dream you've had since I was 5. So when I got to jump in my dad's arms, it was pretty special.
Yeah, it had to be. I couldn't imagine. I told him, I said, my son is a young wrestler. He's 14 now, and he just got third at districts, and then he lost in regions. But that just getting third at districts, I was like a kid I was up and down and in tears, and I was so happy. I can't imagine what the next step is, So it'll be awesome. Exactly. I was just informed on Facebook that you are Jacob Simpson by one Matthew Simpson. Is that a family member?
That's my twin brother.
That's your twin brother. Oh, who's better?
Who's better? I don't know. Depends on what day you catch us on.
That's awesome. So we've got his buddy here, Jacob Simpson. He wrestles at college. What year are you? Your freshman year? Sophomore year?
I just finished my freshman year of college.
Nice. And did you wrestle with Ethan in high school?
No, he got me started in 6th grade in wrestling. His dad got me going. I always come down here every summer and scrap with him for the whole summer. I mean, they're like a second family. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
yep.
Yeah, not a bad family to be around if you want to be a good wrestler.
Great mother.
That's what I hear. I've started this platform and I didn't know anybody. And when I brought Sal on, everybody started hitting me up like, "Hey, bring the wife on." So she's welcome to come on if she wants to come on. So
I'm sure she would love to. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have my link, so come on.
Yeah. She wants to talk about wrestling. She'll give you the shirt off her back.
Yeah. So between you two, who used to kick each other's butt?
Who? It's always been pretty one-sided. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
On the Basile side or on you?
Maybe if I
you have a chance. Nice. I like it. So you get your first one under your belt, and then you go off and you win nationals, right?
Yeah, pretty much 3 weeks right after. I mean, going into that tournament, I knew I was going to win. I mean, it's wrestling so mental, and when I just came off that. I felt untouchable. So I knew going into the tournament, I had to, if I just did what I'm supposed to do and believe in my training, there should be no reason I shouldn't win.
How do you compare the two wins? I mean, obviously now you've had 2 state championships, so I'm sure the one national championship means a lot to you, but how do you compare winning at the national level to winning at the state level?
I mean, winning nationals was, awesome. I was really, really proud of myself considering I took second my freshman year. I lost in a 1-point match. And my sophomore year I got hurt. And then junior year I won. And I don't know, I think definitely the state title felt a lot better. I mean, obviously winning a national title is bigger, but when you have a dream since you were 6 years old and finally accomplish it, it's a feeling unlike any other.
That's awesome. So you go through your senior year, right? You have a hell of a year. What was your record?
It was like I don't know, 59-1 or something.
Yeah. So you meet this kid in the state finals, right? What's his name?
This year it was Evan Butler from Lake
And you
Gibson.
go to overtime, right? Or extra time or whatever they call it?
No, that was my brother actually. I won by like I think 8 points or something.
Okay, so it was your brother's match that went to overtime, right? And he turned it at the end and then just lost his mind.
Yeah, he stressed me out too much.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, you got to talk about that because, like, I mean, obviously you guys aren't twins, but you guys are very close.
Yeah.
And like when I talked to the Rivera twins, who I'm sure you've wrestled with and around your whole life as well, like you almost can see them. Like I was watching, I don't know, an earlier round at States, and I'm watching, I think Chris was on the mat, and he was starting to begin a move. And I look at Justin, and he's taking his shirt off already and getting ready to go wrestle. And I'm like, but the move hasn't even been completed yet. But it was like he knew the move was coming, the pin was going to happen, it was going to be his turn.
Yeah.
Like, can you feel that stuff between you two as well?
Oh yeah, I know when he feels good, I feel good. So I mean, if he's wrestling, if he's on top of his game, I mean, I know I'm going to do well. And even if he doesn't, I just know I got to still be in the right state of mind. But even like his state finals match this year, I mean, I was way more nervous for his match than I was not. Not saying I'm not nervous for my matches, but as soon as he won, I was like, all right, I got this.
Now, do you come right after him, or are you a few weight classes above him?
I was probably 20. It's like 3 or 4 matches after him. So I was just, I wasn't even warming up at the time. I was just sitting on the side, and I'm jumping up.
So you had time to catch your emotions. Like you talked to Justin, he's like, Chris turns this and gets this point, and I've got to go on the mat, and I'm crying. Palazzo has to grab me like, hey, relax.
Yeah.
Exactly. Talk about that. If you would have had to go up the next match, would it have been like total like chaos?
Oh, it would have been tough. I mean, I'm sure I'd be able to go and get it done, but it'd be tough for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's cool talking to some brothers. So obviously you have a wrestling family, your brother, your dad. What's that like having a dad that's also your coach? How does that separate it? Can you have a bad match and actually get home and eat dinner, or do you get like locked up in your room in a little jail cell, like get out of here?
I mean, I've been wrestling since I was 5, so I mean, we've definitely had our moments where I'm just like, damn, this is tough. Like, so I never used to be good at wrestling until probably 7th grade or so. I was always getting whooped up on. And my dad was always there. He was like, I'm not going to force you to wrestle. If you don't want to wrestle, you don't want to wrestle. And I was just like, no, I want to be good one day. So, after we definitely are able to separate wrestling, I mean, wrestling definitely is our life, but when it comes down to it, it's just a sport, and, we're not going to let it mess with our relationship, I mean, it just brings us together.
And that's awesome. That's great stuff. So you're obviously graduating this year, and you're going off to Northern Iowa. And what year is Braden?
He's going to be a junior.
So he's got two more. He's won two as well, right?
Yeah.
So is it typical for the little brother to kind of come up and overtake the big brother, or is he still easy? Is he still easy work for you?
He can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants in high school. We'll see when he gets to college.
I like it. I like it. So who's that? You've been obviously a part of Florida wrestling since you were 5 years old. Coming up, I'm sure you've gone to all these big camps, these big clubs. Who's that one Florida guy? What weight class are you?
I'm 145.
So who's that one wrestler that you've just come up through the rankings and you've always been like, man, that's the guy I like wrestling. I like competing against. Whether it's a guy that's been better than you and that was, you wanted to attain that level and get him, or if it was just a guy that made you better, who would be that person?
A kid I looked up to a lot growing up was a kid named Mikey McDonald. He was a two-time state champ for Springstead, and when I was sixth and seventh grade, I was wrestling with the high school team a lot, and he pretty much took me under his wing and showed me how to be a leader and stuff. And I really wanted to be as good as he was. He was just pinning everybody, winning state titles, and that's what I wanted to be. I mean, a lot of the Springstead guys that my dad coached, those are the guys I grew up with. And yeah, so it was watching his state champ teams was like, yeah, I want to be there one day. I want to be that guy.
That's awesome. So now talk about what's next for you. You've decided to go to college. You've had several colleges looking at you. I read a few. Obviously, one of them doesn't exist anymore, so I'm glad you didn't pick that one. And so, what made your choice easy about Northern Iowa?
I mean, honestly, it was tough. I mean, I know Jared Frayer really well. He's really close to me, and so I love Virginia Tech a lot. And I don't know, it's just when you go someplace, you just feel like it's just meant for you. When I went to Northern Iowa and Coach Schwab came to my house, I don't know, he just really had an impact on me. And I got up there, hung out with a lot of the team, and I don't know, I just felt like I was part of the family right away.
It just felt right, huh?
Yeah, I love the coaches there. I just can't wait to get up there and start scrapping.
That'll be fun. So I read here, and I'm trying to share your video that we're talking to with everybody so that people can watch from other states.
Cool.
So I heard that you felt home, felt family. I mean, even the coach's wife had reached out and said congratulations and welcome to our family, and that had to mean a lot. Like I talked to other wrestlers, and they said when they went on their visit, they picked the school that really made them feel like they belong.
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody, but everyone has that where they get there and they're like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to be.
So I know that is it the Nordstroms that have been in the room working with you guys?
Yeah. Kevin was one of our coaches this year. Really,
man, talk about having a guy like that around. I mean, one of only five-time state champs in our state, and just a book of knowledge, man. Talk about what it's like to have a guy like that in your room.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I was always like, damn, he's the guy. In high school, winning 5 state titles. I mean, that's crazy. So as soon as he started coming down coaching, I just wanted to wrestle him as much as possible. Before he came and coached, I was going to work out with. He'd have these Sunday practices. I would always go work out with him, because when you got a guy like that in the area, you just got to take advantage of it. So yeah, I was always going there. And then when he started coaching with us, it was great. I could work out with him all the time. It's really helped my mentality and just everything. He's a great wrestler.
Awesome. So I asked Lugo and Reina this yesterday. In the state tournament this year, you had that huge match between number 1 and 2 in our country at I think it's not your weight class, the weight class below yours, right?
Yeah.
And the whole tournament stopped. It was a semifinal match. I mean, it was crazy, right? And but I do you think there should be seeds so that we get that match at the end? And as a wrestler, do you on the other side, as a wrestler, do you worry about seeds, or somebody like you, if you see like a Tal Shahar, you like, I don't care when I wrestle him, I just want the opportunity, or, you know, what's your thought process on that? Would you prefer to see that in the finals, or does it matter?
Well, for me, I obviously seeds play a factor, and I think when you get to the higher levels, especially you're looking at like the NCAA tournament, you know, seeds can definitely play a factor. But for me, I mean, I've always been trained mentally that it doesn't matter if you got to beat the guy, you got to beat the guy. It doesn't matter when, you know, you're going out to wrestle him, it's a wrestling match, go beat him. So when it's I've never really thought about seeds, you know. Most of the tournaments I've been in, especially younger coming up, I was never seeded, and I just had to find a way to win. Even at nationals when I won I think I was 10 seed or something. You just got to find a way to win. I don't really ever look at brackets or anything like that. It's just whoever I got to wrestle, I got to wrestle.
And it's cool to hear the mentality of the wrestler. 'Cause, you know, like you hear, you know, the parent or sometimes the coach, like, hey, seed it, whatever. And then you hear, like, I've heard coaches say, look, the kids don't care. The kids just want to wrestle. You know?
Yeah. And then, like, you can definitely see how, like, you got those two caliber guys wrestling in the state semis, and that, I definitely think that should be a state finals match, you know. But as I'm looking from a wrestler, I'm like, all right, if I was me, I'd be, all right, whatever, just let's go wrestle, you know. But I definitely think they should seed it.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I'd pay $100 to watch them go 2 out of 3 again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah, that's a big question I always have because, you know, I don't know. I'd like to see. Sometimes you want to see that happen, right? So
Yeah.
what are your long-term plans? I know your short-term plans are get to college, right? And compete there. Are your plans after college to try to compete at a higher, maybe a world level, or is your plans maybe just to go get your education, come home, and do the family business?
No, I definitely want to wrestle and go win world and Olympic titles. I mean, that's same. I want to be a state champion. I want to be national champion. I want to be an Olympic champion. You know, those. So I gotta win national titles in college, and then after that, I'm going for world and Olympics.
That's awesome. Hey, Jacob, what state did you wrestle in?
I wrestle in West Virginia now, but I moved to West Virginia. When Sal left Springstead, I was out. I booked the next flight. I was gone.
Nice. So you wrestled in high school where? Back at West Virginia?
Yeah.
And how'd you do?
I was a 4-time state placer, and I was a state runner-up my senior year.
Nice. Not a bad run there, huh?
No, not at all.
Oh, good for you, man. How has college been treating you your first year?
Oh, it's awesome. We got the best coach in the country. We just got returning national champs coming to our school. I mean, it's great. It's everything you hope for. You got good team, got good coach on you, good people. It's great.
That's good. And
Good
what has wrestling meant to both of you? Like, without obviously being born into it, you kind of had no choice, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, wrestling as a vehicle for life. I mean, what has it meant to you guys to have this sport? And do you think you guys would be where you are today without it?
I mean, I was born into it, and like I said, I wasn't good at it for a long time. But I just can't remember my dad come in my room after a tough practice, and I'd be like, you know, sulking after a tough tournament or tough practice, and he'd be like, "You don't gotta wrestle. You don't have to wrestle. I'm not gonna force you to." And I always be like, "No, I want to wrestle. I want to wrestle." So that progression and having to work super hard to get where I'm at, and then knowing I'm still gonna have to work super hard to get where I want to be, it's great for the mind. I mean, it's gonna be great. I know after I'm done wrestling, attacking everything like I attack wrestling, you know, not giving up, being persistent, you know, all the things like my diet. Yeah, I mean, it trains you. It's going to train me for life. So
That's awesome. How about you, Jake?
Well, wrestling's gave a lot to me. I mean, we met before wrestling, got me into it, like I said, but gave me like his dad. His dad's like a father figure to me. His mom's the same. They kind of like, you know,
his mom's a father figure to you?
They're not the mom. The mom. You know what I mean. But, they're just my second family. It's got my.
That's awesome,
man.
That's awesome. And now you're at what level college are you at right now?
Me, I'm in D2.
D2, which is any level college that you can get to as a young man is fantastic. So congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys these questions, all right? And you can go in whatever order you want to go in. Doesn't matter to me.
All right,
all right, so you guys are down by 3. It's a third period. You have choice. Are you going top, bottom, or neutral?
Oh, we're going down. We're getting out, and we're taking them down as many times as it takes.
Sal would want us to go down. We're going down.
Hey, Matt Simpson says we need to see you two right now go best of 3 on takedowns.
I would love that.
He needs a shoulder brace.
Oh, he needs a shoulder brace. All right, you guys prefer folk or free?
What's that?
You guys prefer folk style or freestyle?
Shit.
It's called folk style.
I mean, I love freestyle. I gotta work on it a little more. Definitely gotta Hard tear needs improvement.
That's awesome.
Sometimes I just get that leg race on you. Out of nowhere.
So what about headgear or no headgear?
I mean, I feel like when I got my headgear on, I'm locked in. So, but it doesn't matter.
So you like
headgear on or off.
All right, you guys have 1 day available to train. Do you guys prefer to go to a rumble or a clinic?
We prefer to go to Coach Mason clinic. Coach Mason, Coach Sal, it doesn't matter. One of those two. That's the thing.
Shout out.
I mean, that's hard. Depends on the day. I mean, I love scrapping. I love live wrestling, but I also love learning wrestling. I love just watching film, learning technique, getting on guys, learning technique about them, and
so if it's like a Jason, if it's like a NOS clinic, you're going to a clinic, right? But if it's a regular, yeah.
If I'm going to a Braden Basile clinic, I'd rather go to the Rumble.
Hey, so who wins the rematch, Loudon Swain or Brian Shute?
What?
Who wins the rematch, Loudon Swain or Brian Shute?
I can't even understand what you're saying. I don't know who these are.
Oh, well, I didn't know who they were either until I watched the movie this weekend. But I've had the question on here for like 3 weeks, but I've been asking it. I didn't even know what I was asking. So that's
it's
funny.
From like an older movies.
Oh, this was Vision Quest is what it's called?
I haven't seen Vision Quest.
Okay.
Okay,
what about Brand? You guys are breaking.
Not seen Vision Quest, but
you guys are breaking up a little bit, but I got you now. Hey, okay, so like Brands or Sanderson?
We're going Tom Brands. We're going Sanderson all day.
I like it. Hey, so which title holds more prestige, 32 or Fargo?
32. I don't know. Fargo goes way back. Fargo is such a historic tournament. I mean, I think the bracket, considering I've never placed at Fargo, we're going Fargo.
All right. So do you guys, what's more dominant, a pin or a tech?
A tech. I mean, you can see some guys just rolling on top of each other and catching a defensive fall. If you're getting teched, you got to reevaluate yourself. Come back later.
So I think everybody's been there, right?
Oh, I've been there before in my younger days. After you get off the mat, you just, what am I doing out there?
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
That's Chick-fil-A. Anyone who says different needs to. No, for Chick-fil-A, the milkshakes, the fries, the chicken, it's unbeatable.
Jacob, you're the same way?
I like Chick-fil-A, yeah, but it's pretty expensive for a broke guy like me.
Don't worry, Daddy's got him.
Daddy's got him. Hey, you guys go wings or burger?
Shoot. Is it a Sal home cooking? If Sal's cooking a burger, I'll eat that thing. Coach Sal.
All right, you guys do a Whopper or a Big Mac?
Big Mac's pretty good.
Yeah, Big Mac. Big Mac sauce is unbeatable.
Hey, I'm going Big Mac too. I don't know, maybe I go a Whopper and then I go over to Mickey D's and get the fries.
I've never had a Whopper, so I can't say, but I've had a Big Mac a couple times in my life, and my stomach was hurting.
And it's so good.
So.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
great.
it was really good.
It's great.
I have a video.
4 hours later.
Yeah, I have a video on my page that I put up there yesterday or 2 days ago. I've been in quarantine 57 days and I've been dying for a Big Mac. I finally went and got one. So I ate it live on Facebook. It was so good. I even had some memories right here in my mustache. I had to get it out.
Hey, you keep that for later.
Yeah, my special sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing better than his mom's lasagna.
Oh, okay. Well, send me some of that. Hey, man, guys, congratulations on your careers. And I'll keep an eye on you guys. I wish you the best. And if Mom wants to come on, give her my link. I'm good with that. And I'll have your brother on. I'll have your brother on Friday. So if you two are still there, feel free to jump on and bust his chops too. It'll be fun.
We'll be there Friday.
Oh, we'll be there.
All right, man. Hey, we should go live on the mat out in the garage. So you guys on Friday we can do some takedown stuff.
We can do it in the living room.
We can go
good.
Get 6 minute hand
I like it.
minutes.
Do it in the kitchen with your mom watching. I want to see if she hits you with the
I'll bring the
paddle.
neighbors over. It will be a block party with my neighbors.
I love it. I love it. Let's have a good time, man. I love the platform. I love seeing kids doing well. And hey, God bless. And tell your dad thanks, man. I appreciate him getting you guys on for me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Yes, sir.